Hi, this is Rosie. This is going to be an intermediate Vinyasa Flow practice. You don't need any props for this practice, but if you'd like to have a block or a blanket nearby, it's always a good idea. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position, rooting yourself down into the ground, feeling the spine lengthen, feeling the crown of the head lift, and feeling the shoulders relax. Take a couple of breaths to draw your attention inward, taking notice of how you feel. And take a moment to set an intention for today's practice. Drawing in an inhale, exhaling out, tucking the chin to the chest, blinking the eyes open. You can take the arms out wide to the sides, up and over, bringing the palms together, down to heart center. Inhale, arms out, stretch wide, palms meet, exhale through to heart center. One last time, encircling yourself, arms out wide. Bring the palms together to touch and exhale through to heart center. Take a breath in and out, and we'll transition. Coming on to the hands and the knees. Find tabletop position, knees aligned under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Inhale, gaze upward as you let the belly drop. Exhale, pull the belly button into the spine and tuck the chin. Inhale, expand through the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine, pushing the back up. Taking a couple more rounds, breathing in and out. Moving slowly and mindfully, allowing each movement to follow the breath. On the next exhale, allow yourself to come back to a neutral tabletop position. Prepare for thread the needle, pressing firmly into the left palm. Reach and extend the right arm up and slide it underneath, releasing the head and the right shoulder down to the mat. Feeling a twist in the thoracic spine. Knees remain under the hips. Belly is slightly engaged. Lifting the left fingertips up and above if that feels nice. As you're ready, sliding the left palm underneath the shoulder, pressing up, lifting the right arm up. Exhale, tabletop. Press firmly into the right palm, lift the left into the air, slide it through, placing the left ear and shoulder to the mat. And you can extend the right arm up and overhead, reaching through the fingertips, engaging through the belly. Breathing into this gentle twist in the thoracic spine. Gently sliding the right palm back under the shoulder, pressing firmly to lift yourself up out of the twist, reaching and extending through the left fingertips, placing the hand back down to the mat, tabletop. Moving into puppy pose. Walk the hands forward on the mat, keeping the hips aligned above the knees, reaching the spine long, and letting the head come down to the mat. Pull your belly button into your spine to protect your low back. On an inhale, you'll come forward, letting the hips come down to the mat. Press down to ground in through your pubic bone. Bend the elbows at 90 degrees. Chin is level with the mat. Press firmly into the palms. Feel free to take a handprint forward if this is too intense on the low back. Release the forehead down to the mat. Bring the hands to the sides of the rib cage. Inhale to hover the palms, lifting the chin and chest off of the mat. Exhale, release the forehead to the mat. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades together as you hover the palms. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift and hover. Exhale to release down to the mat. Press the palms firmly into the mat as you push your hips up and back, tucking the toes under, sending the hips up to find downward dog. In downward dog, feel free to take some knee bends, pedaling out through the legs, lifting the hips high, extending through the arms, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, and hugging the rib cage in. Allow your head to be heavy, relaxing through the neck. We'll inhale, take the right leg up high in a straight line with the hips. Exhale, bend through the knee, contract through the abdomen, and place the foot in between the hands. Sinking through the hips, place your left hand firmly to the mat and start to open to the right, lifting the right arm up to the sky. Gaze can be up towards the hand or down towards the mat. Exhale, looking down to the ground. Place your right hand back to the mat and bring the left foot up to meet the right. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, hang the head for a forward fold. Holding on to opposite elbows, bending the knees as much as necessary. Exhale and round up through the spine as you come to stand. Shoulders and head are last to rise. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide, up and above. Extend through the back. Exhale, dive forward, hinging at the hips. Forward fold. Walk both legs back to find downward facing dog, allowing the head to hang heavy. Staying strong through the abdomen, ripple forward, finding plank pose. Thighs are engaged. Hug the elbows in towards the rib cage and lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale to find cobra, pressing through the palms and lifting through the chin and chest. Exhale, release to the mat. Inhale, push yourself up and back, tucking the toes, finding downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee and bring it through, placing the foot between the hands. Firmly rooting through your right palm. Inhale, extend the left arm up. Feeling a nice twist in the spine. Release the left hand back down to the mat and bring the right foot to meet the left, finding forward fold, bending the knees, bending the elbows, allowing the head to be heavy, and breathing and releasing. Bend the knees, hollow out the abdomen, and roll up to stand. Coming to mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, release, walk the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to find plank, firm through the belly and the thighs. Exhale, hug the elbows in as you release all the way down to the mat. Inhale to find cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, push yourself up and back, bringing the hips towards the heels and relaxing into child's pose. And take a breath, reset, remember your intention. On your next inhale, begin to rise, tucking the toes under, finding your downward facing dog. Inhale, look up towards the top of the mat, walk the feet up to meet the hands. Find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll bend at the knees, hollow out the abdomen, and slowly roll back up to stand. You can find your mountain pose. I'm going to turn towards you, but you can stay just where you are, shining the palms forward, taking a breath, allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Ground down through both feet, starting to shift your weight more to the right. Lift the left foot, taking the foot to the ankle, the shin, or the thigh, finding tree pose. Take that left hip and make sure that it is externally rotating, so the knee is pointing outward. Press the foot into the thigh back into the foot for stability. Take the hands to the heart and breathe in and out. Exhale, bring both feet back down to the mat. Find mountain pose. Find your ground. And let's do the other side. Grounding through the left leg, lifting the right foot up to the ankle, the shin, or to the inner thigh. Being kind and gentle on yourself if your expectations do not meet what your body can do today. And release the right foot back to the mat, grounding down through both legs and feet. Finding your mountain pose, shining the palms forward, dropping the shoulders, extending the head up high. Inhale, arms sweep out to the sides, reaching up and over. Exhale, hinge with a flat back, releasing down to the mat. Inhale to find halfway lift. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, hollow out the abdomen, and roll yourself up to stand. Externally rotating the shoulders, shining the palms forward. We'll take the hands together, clasped behind the sacrum, and pull the shoulder blades together to open through the heart. You can try lifting the palms away from the sacrum. And if you want to try a little more, you can hinge with a flat back, finding a forward fold. Bending as much as you need through the knees, letting the head drop. And as you're ready, releasing the grip of the hands, taking a forward fold, bending the knees, and rolling up to stand. Shining your palms forward, releasing the shoulders. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Walk the hands forward and the feet back to find downward facing dog. Inhale to find plank. And exhale, hugging the elbows in, contracting through the abdomen and coming to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the feet under, downward facing dog. Breathing and extending. Inhale, look up to the top of the mat. Make your way up to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, hug the belly button to the spine, and slowly roll up to stand. Shine the palms forward, mountain pose. Bring the big toes together, the heels slightly apart. Bend through the knees, contract through the abdomen, flatten the lumbar spine. Reach up with the arms, biceps along the ears, drop the shoulders. Sitting back and grounding into your chair pose. Bring the hands to the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Releasing into a forward fold. Bend the knees, hollow out the abdomen, rise up. Shine the palms forward. Big toes together, heels apart. Sit back down into your chair. Arms rise. Feel your belly button hug in towards the spine. On an exhale, we'll bring the hands to the heart, twisting over to the left. Hook your right elbow onto your left thigh. Twisting through the spine, and try to keep your knees pointing forward. Maintaining strength throughout the low belly. Exhale, come back to center. Come to stand. Inhale, arms up overhead, sweeping them off to the side. Mountain pose. Breath in and out. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, chair. Bring the hands to the heart. We'll twist the other direction. Twist over to the right as you hook your left elbow onto the right thigh. Knees are drawing forward. Low belly is hugging in. Gaze can be down to the mat or up to the sky. Thighs are strong. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come to stand. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, we'll sweep the arms down as you hinge at the hips. Release down to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Release through the head and neck. Inhale, find plank. Exhale, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Finding your breath, finding your ground. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, contract through the low belly, place the foot in between the hands. Setting up for high lunge. Forward knee is bent at 90 degrees. Power up through the back leg, reaching down through the heel. Extend up through the head. Exhale, lean forward as you bring the arms behind as if you're flying. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, lean forward, pull the shoulder blades together in the back body. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lean forward as you pull your belly button in, engaging through the core. Inhale, arms rise. Strong through the legs. Exhale, frame that front foot, bringing both feet back to plank. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, hips come up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, plant the foot between the hands. Find your high lunge, arms rise, lengthen through the low back, power up through both legs. And on an exhale, you'll start to lean forward, bringing the hands behind. Inhale to rise, bringing the arms above the head. Exhale, leaning forward. Inhale to rise. Exhale, strong through the legs, strong through the core, leaning forward. Inhale to rise. And exhale, framing the front foot, bringing both feet back behind, finding your plank pose, exhaling down to the belly. Inhaling, cobra, reaching. Exhale, hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Hips high, releasing through the head and neck. Inhale, look up to the top of the mat. Walk the legs up to meet the hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold, release. Bend through the knees, hollow through the abdomen, round through the spine as you rise, shining the palms forward. Find your Tadasana mountain pose, relaxing through the shoulders, grounding through the feet. Take a breath, find your ground. Inhale, the arms rise, looking up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward. Let the head fall heavy. Inhale, contract the abdomen, halfway lift. Exhale, walk the feet back to find plank. Hug those elbows in and take it all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Find your breath and release. Inhale, bring the knees down to the mat. Take the big toes together, knees wide. Lengthen the arms up above the head. And feel a nice stretch into the spine. Breathing into your back body. Slowing down. On an inhale, you can walk the hands up to come to an upright position. We'll make our way to the back. And we'll find bridge pose. So bring your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your heels close to your glutes. Plant the palms and flatten the back into the mat, feeling the sacrum press into the mat firmly. On an inhale, you'll peel the sacrum, the low back, and the mid back up off the mat, pulling the belly button toward the spine. Breathing in and out, and on exhale, you can gently release mid back, low back, sacrum to the mat. As you're ready, we'll do that again. Inhaling, lifting the sacrum, low back, mid back, up off the mat. And you can clasp the hands together underneath the sacrum and shimmy the shoulders underneath to open through the heart. Gaze is up towards the sky. You don't want to turn your neck in this position. Release the grip of your hands, untuck your shoulders, and slowly release mid back, low back, sacrum down to the mat. Taking the feet out wide, windshield wiper the knees side to side to release the low back. Draw both knees in towards the chest and hug around the shins. Squeezing into a tight ball, chin and chest are tucked in. Squeezing and contracting, and exhale, release. Make your way to happy baby, either holding onto the backs of the thighs or the feet, drawing the knees out to the sides. You can rock gently side to side, feeling the back press into the mat, extending through the tailbone. Relaxing as much as you can into the shoulders. Exhale, release the grip of the legs. Bring the feet back down to the mat. Take the right ankle and place it on the left thigh, drawing the legs in and holding on to the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Pressing actively with your right elbow into your right knee to push it away from yourself. Feeling a stretch into the right glute. Exhale and release. Do the other side, taking the left ankle across the right thigh. And bringing the legs towards yourself, holding on to the back of the right thigh or the front of the right shin. You can actively press the left knee away with your left elbow. Notice as you soften. Notice as your breath slows. Come into more of a relaxed state. And slowly release both legs back down to the mat. Allow the knees to fall gently to one side and then to the other, releasing through the low back. We'll take the hips, lift them up and move them over to the left, allowing both knees to fall to the right. You can take the arms out wide to a T or to a cactus shape. Gently contracting through the abdomen to aid in this twist. And check to make sure that the left shoulder is firmly planted to the mat. And I invite you to take your gaze over to the left if that feels good in your body today. And hug the knees in towards the chest. Bring your feet back down to the mat. Lift your hips and find center. Lift your hips again and move them over to the right, allowing the knees this time to fall to the left. Opening the arms wide, making sure that right shoulder is down on the mat. And this time taking the gaze over to the right. Begin to draw your knees in towards your chest, taking the feet back down to the mat and centering the hips. Hug the knees in towards the chest, squeeze into a tight ball. Exhale, release. Extending long through the legs, taking up space, and finding Shavasana. Allowing the heart to be open, allowing yourself to fully relax down to the mat. Feeling yourself heavy, releasing any effort. Allowing your breath to be easy, relaxing through the forehead, the jaw, the shoulders, allowing the whole body to relax. Draw in a conscious inhalation, filling your belly with renewed energy, and exhale. Prepare yourself for movement, introducing small and subtle movements at first, eventually moving into larger movements, maybe stretching the arms up overhead. You can make your way to your side and pausing on your side for a breath. And push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. In your seat, you can sweep the arms out to the sides, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, the palms come through to the heart. Inhale, encircling yourself in love and in light. Exhaling the palms through to the heart. One last time, opening the arms wide, circling yourself. Exhaling, the palms come through to heart center. And the light in me reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to hit the like and subscribe button if you're interested in more classes like this.